Hello, my name is Cassandra Dickerson. The purpose of today's video is to introduce an art hack that explores line and different types of line and patterns without touching the original piece of artwork. This is an exploratory activity that by and large is experimental for the purposes of making a comic panel. This activity is ideal for a beginner who is beginning the art of storytelling of graphic novel making. The idea is to create a line that is quirky and unique to the character for driving expression. My piece of art here is a 1960s spin-off with a take on vintage aesthetic. What makes this process unique is that you don't have to make it a permanent aesthetic for your design. You can actually erase this design altogether if you don't like it. So the materials that I have here are a semi-permanent marker, a bottle of alcohol 70%, and basically a brush and a small towel or some toilet paper, whatever you prefer. And basically you could just eliminate certain line that you don't like, and you can take your time drawing your lines across the laminate, and then you just dry erase it or use the alcohol. If you have a permanent marker, it will work. If you use a permanent marker because you want the line to be more permanent and you don't have to worry about erasing if you move your hand across the piece of paper, that's probably the more preferable option. Also, there are different types of markers out there. You don't have to use a Sharpie. A Sharpie has kind of a blunt tip, so obviously that's going to mean that your lines are going to be a lot thicker than what you would see in a comic. A comic, they have thinner lines, it's more delicate, and the variation of lines, so you probably want to experiment with some different markers. So that's all I have for you today. This is just a fun little experiment to share with everybody. It is a hack that is designed to create a comic panel for graphic art and illustration with the use of permanent marker, alcohol, and a brush. The other materials that are required is a laminator, lamination paper, and then of course you want to use an artist studio grade paper. I choose the Be Inspired studio paper. It's wonderful. You can print on this piece of paper, correct whatever you want to correct with your colored pencils. What works best is the wax-based pencils, but you can also use polychromos, or you can use any type of oil-based pencil, but the wax-based is preferred. Once you are done, you can laminate it, and then you are free to go ahead and illustrate with line or any type of pattern that you want. Another media that I haven't used yet that I am going to use is the gel pens that are from Japan. They're called jelly rolls. They have a variety of different colors, and this is great for stippling and creating any type of texture or pattern inside of your shapes as you are continuing to progress in your illustration.